Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim Anniversary Edition, where previously we went through the ancient fane of Ustengrav and recovered the horn of Jurgen Windcaller, with surprisingly little difficulty in the end. Oh dear. Oh, are you kidding me? Really? I don't know what happened there. I swung at him like twice and it did nothing. It's like it went straight through him. It's like I was playing Morrowind again with low weapon skill. What was that about? Alright, you little shits. Two can play this necromancy business. Bandit Highroad. But you're not a necromancer. Oh, they were like thralls or whatever. That's an arrangement I can get behind. Necromancer Robes of Quickening. Magic regenerates 75% faster. I don't know if I have that enchantment yet. And of course I'm carrying too much to be able to run. Now I'm starting to miss Strahd. It's an extra person who can carry stuff around. I have 6 torches for some reason. I think 1 will do just fine, considering I have a light spell now. There we go. Okay, onwards to Solitude? To Solitude. Yes. We need to see the museum man. And we also need to do a bit of fiddling with the paperwork, shall we say. Yes. Hello, Dragon Bridge. Goodbye, Dragon Bridge. Wait a moment. Is this some sort of shop? Old bridge goods. Well, an excuse to get out of the rain.
What do you need?
What I need is for you, madam. Yes, you. To buy as much of my stuff as I can possibly sell you.
Need something? Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Alright, I've sold an awful lot of stuff. We're now sitting pretty on 12,665 gold. I am tempted to buy these Adept Mage Robes of Restoration, because its restoration spells cost 17% less to cast, which is fine, but Magicka regenerates 100% faster. Problem is, when we're wearing robes, we get incredibly squishy. And it would be yet another thing weighing me down, yet another alternate outfit weighing me down. So I have the red tunic, which regenerates Magicka 75% faster. And to be honest with you, I'm not having issues with running out of Magicka very often. And frankly, if I do, I still have a slightly ridiculous number of potions to call upon. This is my potion inventory after selling absolutely everything I didn't need, including a ton of restore stamina potions. There's still loads, as you can see. But anyway, my carry weight's down 262 out of 330 now, which is marvellous. That's a weight off our backs. Literally. No. Ugh. Let's carry on, shall we? Where's Long Stride? We're almost in Solitude. And I'm aware of the fact that we're soaking wet, and also the weather, once you get a little bit further along here, gets incredibly cold. Here we finally are.
Hello, I'm Gisley, but you can just call me Erica's sister.
Do you randomly accost strangers in the street in the middle of a rainstorm regularly, or is this just a new thing for you? Mr. Morellis, was it? I've found your Jade Warrior statuette thingy.
Oh, you have? Excellent. Yes, I have just the place for this. Thank you. Here's your reward.
I've also got your 6th house bellhammer, and it's quite heavy, I might add.
Ah, phenomenal. Let me have a look. Ah, yes. Exactly as described. Good work. Here's your pay.
And, I have found Den Stagner's ring here. Take it.
Very good. And in excellent condition, it seems. Wonderful.
That should be all the artifacts you needed.
That is very impressive, my friend. You are certainly more than a mere treasure hunter. Which brings me to my next proposal. I'm in need of a full-time partner of sorts. A person of your caliber who can dedicate themselves to uncovering more lost artifacts and relics on their own, while I continue my research efforts. And you have proven yourself more than capable of the job.
And I think a special arrangement could work. Instead of me simply buying the relics off of you, perhaps you could bring them here, lend them to the museum. I'll give you an occasional finder's fee, and we'll safeguard your collection for you. You'll be able to access any and all of your collection as you see fit, and you'll know the rest of it will be safe in your absence.
Sounds pretty good to me. This is exactly what I hoped he'd say, actually.
Excellent. Well, let me give you the 10 Septum tour then.
Whenever you're ready.
This building was once called
there we go.
Magnarian Hall and was built as a temple dedicated to Talos, the patron god of the Nords. After the White Gold Concordat, however, the statue was moved and the temple closed. I came here a few years ago and was able to procure use of the space in the pursuit of establishing this museum. Of course, I have had the building vastly expanded over the last 2 years to accommodate what I hope will become one of the grandest collections of Tanrielic history in the world. This grand atrium I call the Hall of Heroes. It is where a variety of historically significant relics can be displayed. And it's quite a striking entrance to the museum, if I do say so myself. Off to the right is the reception hall and staff barracks, as well as the museum office where I do much of my work. To our left, you'll find the central hallway leading to all the other galleries of the museum, which also serves as the cultural arts exhibit. Here, I hope to display a variety of art, as well as elements representing the more primitive cultures here in Skyrim, such as the Falmer, Forsworn, the Giants, and more. Down here on the lower level, you will find access to the East Exhibit Halls, which houses the Daedric Gallery, the Hall of Lost Empires, Hall of Oddities, and the Hall of Legends, which showcase a vast array of relics pertaining to the Daedra, Dwemer, Falmer, and ancient Nordic cultures, as well as a number of peculiar items that defy simple classification.
At the close end of this hall, the stairwell will lead to the Hall of Wonders and Armories in the basement, and up to the second floor.
There you will find access to the Natural Science Gallery, as well as the Dragonborn Hall, where I will commission a variety of displays heralding any of your accomplishments. At the far end of the hallway on both floors, you'll find access to the Grand Library, and here on this floor, the door on the right also connects to the museum office. If you cannot find me in my office, you will almost certainly find me whiling away the hours in the library. Also, you should pick up a copy of the museum guide at the entrance of the museum. It will let you know the schedule of where I'm working, should you need to find me, and it will offer you an easier way of navigating the museum, as well as keep track of how many displays our museum has. Of course, it may take me a moment to update those accounts, so check the guide again if you feel the numbers seem off. I'm sure I'll eventually account for everything. Any items you find for display, you can either manually place them yourself, or utilize the prep station in my office. And I'll ensure everything you have gets properly displayed if it has an appropriate place. I'm likely to have a variety of tasks for you, but in between, I'm sure you could help me find a random relic or two I've been researching. Feel free to look around and come find me if you have any questions. I'm very excited about the prospects of where we are headed.
All right. Well, what's next?
Oh yes, I have in fact been researching the location of an artifact of interest. If you have the time, you could investigate it. I'll mark the location on your map. Let me know if you uncover anything.
All right.
Good day.
Tell me about the Hall of Heroes.
This central area is called the Hall of Heroes, and it's where I designed display space for relics of a powerful magic nature and/or historical significance. I've done a great deal of research about the artifacts of Tamriel at large, and created displays for a variety of relics, should you happen upon them in your travels. Like I mentioned, it seems many unlikely relics are gravitating here, and you may happen across them.
Why do you think magical relics are coming here? Just out of curiosity.
Well, the most obvious reason for many relics to be appearing here in Skyrim is, of course, the refugees from Morrowind, coming here by way of Soltheim. After the Red Mountain erupted in the 4th Era, Year 5, called the Red Year, most of Vardenfell was evacuated, and the relics from the Museum of Mournhold were lost, hidden, looted, and more.
Beyond that, I have observed that throughout history, a variety of prominent artifacts have always seemed to be the key players during times of great change, when great heroes would arise to overcome terrible events and rise to greatness in fulfillment of prophecy or destiny. The coming of the Nerevarine and the Eternal Champion are perfect examples of this. As is your own story, my friend, it would seem.
I wonder how much he knows about that. Where should I put up the displays?
Well, here in the Hall of Heroes is where you should place any artifact of magical or historical nature. The Daedric Gallery, of course, is where anything related to the Daedra should go. And the Hall of Lost Empires is where you should display any and all items of Dwemer or Thalma nature. The armories you can display as you see fit. Lastly, the Gallery of Natural Science. If you bring some samples of flora and fauna, you can build fauna displays and plant the flora.
Okay, what's next again?
Very simple. You keep doing what you're doing and stop in here from time to time if you find anything interesting. Have a look around and find a spot to display it. In addition to displaying the spoils of your adventures, I will commission and build exhibits based on those exploits. Anything of relevant consequence can be inspiring to the people. See you around.
Our own museum, Inigo. What an interesting thought. I see, this is the workshop of sorts, is it? Museum shipments. That's interesting. Display prep station. Oh, so much to figure out. Do you know what occurs to me? Probably the version of the Dragonborn museum mod, whatever this Legacy of the Dragonborn, that's what it's called. I'm using is probably probably out of date these days, actually. Ah. Use of the safe should not be required during normal gameplay. I strongly recommend that you do not take items from the museum in this way. Oh. Cancel then. Okay. It's an interesting thought, Inigo. A museum, as opposed to a vault, open to the public, with exhibits, some of which celebrate my exploits. What an interesting idea. I almost wish I'd thought of it back in the day. I wonder what he's got in here already. It looks like it's all a little bit empty. And that bit about artifacts gravitating towards Skyrim's rather interesting, isn't it? I wonder if all my old things are coming to find me. That's a rather nice thought, isn't it? Probably not that simple, though, is it? How interesting. What do you think, Inigo? Could you picture me stood here giving lectures? I'm more qualified than most people on Nern to lecture on just about anything, frankly, as long as it's historical or theological. It's a fascinating idea. Very fascinating. Not sure what we'd get you to do. Possibly just run security for the place. That's the only thing that bothers me about it, Inigo. People might wander on in and try and steal things. But then again, I suppose if they do, I'm part of the Thieves Guild, so I'll know about it very quickly. Looks like we've got somewhere to sleep here as well. Don't have to go to the Winking Skeever all the damn time. Speaking of which... Numbers job. Solitude Blacksmith. That's where we've got to go and break in and fiddle with the paperwork. Museum storeroom. Okay. Oh, it's a wine cellar. Strange button. There appears to be a strange button of sorts, and only the last 3 letters can be translated as NMM, but it's clearly broken beyond repair and without any hope of functioning properly. Best not to ask about it. Ha ha ha. Very good. The furniture warehouse worker in me is looking at this stack of chairs and just wincing. No, that's not how you stack chairs. Please don't do that. Gloves of the pugilist. Unarmed strikes do additional damage. I finally found an exhibit. An artifact. He doesn't seem to have much else here, though, does he? Hall of Natural Silence. Science? Science. What else have we got? Dragonborn Hall. Good grief, it's massive. It's huge. And altogether empty. At least for now. The Mage Stone. Oh, yes, I found the Mage Stone, didn't I? On my way out of, what's it called? Helgen. Library, eh? Oh my goodness. Now this is more like it. A proper honest to goodness library, Inigo. Somewhere to finally put all these damned books. You know, I almost hate to admit it, but it's more impressive than the library I used to have. Of course, it doesn't have a lich living in the ceiling, but you know, you can't have everything. Tamriel. I wonder how up to date this map is. Aldrun Balmora. Well, I'm going to go ahead and guess probably not that up to date then. The devil is this thing? Read Plaque the Oblivion Crisis. In the Third Era, 433, the peace of the Empire was threatened when the Daedric Lord Mehrunes Dagon saw his plot to conquer all of Tamriel almost to fruition as his servants worked to displace the Empire with the assassination of Uriel Septim VII. Allowing the barriers between the realm of Oblivion and Nern to be shattered, subsequently allowing Oblivion gates to be opened. Such gates were held open from within the realm of Oblivion using sigil stones such as this one, ensuring that the rifts could only be closed from within the realm of Oblivion itself. Yes, I remember something like that, but it didn't quite happen that way. Hall of Oddities. Oh, there's the Jade Warrior. Anything else? Remarkable artwork. That's what this province is missing, Inigo. Artistic talent. These are the first frescoes I've seen worth a damn since I came to Skyrim. I'd almost forgotten what proper painting looked like. Oh, hello. Bull niches and a silt strider. That brings back some memories.
Greetings.
Alright, well, let's see. Replica workbench. Misc items. Display drop-off. You can place items in this chest to be automatically sorted. Useful if you only want to display certain items rather than having your entire inventory sorted in the prep station. Ah. I feel like I'm going to potentially regret this, but the station will automatically take any applicable display items from your inventory and put them on display. The process may take some time, depending on how many items you have. Favorited or equipped items will not be sorted. Would you like to place all displayable items from your inventory? Yes. Alright, there we go. Sort automation complete. New displays 24, total displays 34. Ah, now my carry weight's 250. Did it sort all... It didn't sort the books. But it sorted some of my stuff. Perhaps future reference, I should favourite absolutely anything I don't want going. But, okay. If I were to drop all my books in here, though. Let's see. That one's stolen, but hey. Actually, a lot of this is just notes and stuff. The Great War, Hope of the Redoran, Thief of Virtue, Three Thieves. Yes. They may not get sorted, I don't know, but they're in there now at least. New display is 0. Okay, archaeology workstation. Ah, we've been collecting fragments, haven't we? And I guess we can use them to make things like this. Cool. So that's what that's for, display prep station. No, that's just the same as these, isn't it? Okay. Shipment planner. Shipment planner allows you to choose which delivery locations you would like to have enabled. Any that have items placed inside of them to be delivered to the museum shipment crate located behind you. Once placed in a crate, all contents will be sent in 5 hours. Yeah, carriages, no. Inns, no. Player houses, no. Carriages, yes. Yeah, so we can send the goods via carriage. That would make sense to me. Museum Armor Cuirass. Interesting. Orion's notes on Cyrus's saber. Cyrus the Red Guard became a brigand, rebel and revolutionary in Hammerfell during the rise of the Tiber Septim's empire. So on and so on and so on, so forth. Since knowing that the Brian Hammer was due in Dawnstar several months back and never arrived, I fear that any possible clues about Cyrus's saber still existing or not are lost to the depths of the sea. If we were to find the wreck of this Brian Hammer, it might have some clues. I'm sure Orion would appreciate that. Replica workbench. Supplies. Oh god, what have I done? Supply sorting done. Oh, good grief. This isn't really what I had in mind. But on the other hand, it's kind of handy, actually. But I'm going to be wanting some of these back, at least. Kind of all of them, really. Misc items. Okay. Right, well, I'm curious now. I want to see if anything's appeared. Oh, there we go. Red Eagle's Fury. Actually managed to find a way to get it out of my inventory. Alright. Trouble is, this place is so big, I don't know where any of the stuff has ended up. Alright then. Well. Curator's Guide. That's something. Well, there you go. It's all very interesting. Oh, it's getting dark. Perfect timing then in that case, actually. For a little bit of breaking and entering. Yes, it's museum business. I'm going to have to think about it. It's an intriguing idea, though. You're a museum. Co-owned, I suppose, but, you know. Got to have somebody around to run the place. We're going to have to find somebody to run the farm as well. I just seem to be accumulating real estate at the moment. It's getting ridiculous. Alright, Inigo, you wait here.
You want to talk? Okay, maybe I will do some reading while you are gone.
Yes, we'll just try not to look too much like you're loitering. Interestingly, he doesn't actually see me. And yet... this is a bit awkward. Skyrim, why are you being all Skyrim-y? This is very, very inconvenient. Can we not do this, please? I'd just like to do the quest. Please. Without things being weird. It's like past midnight. Why is he not asleep? Alright, Inigo, change of plan. Apparently the blacksmith is completely nocturnal, and we're going to have to try this during the daytime.